That Foreign Legion gate. That French Foreign Legion gate. Now, I'm talking about Fort Nugent specifically, and that's the picture on that thumbnail, because that's the one I went to. And also, that's the one you think about when it's got that image. And that big, medieval-looking gate, big old wood, an iron door. It's a powerful moment. Let's talk about that. Talked about the first day in France, talked about the first week in France when I walked up to, leading up to it. But man, let me put you in that special force specific moment of being in front of that gate. It was raining. It was the hunter's full moon. Kind of a poetic time. It's just the man I like to, like I say, write an epic tale. I picked the hunter's full moon, 2019. It was a Sunday night. Big old full moon, red in the sky, drizzling rain. And my life was in shambles. My life was in shambles, but I had a path and I picked it and I was walking it. And I had arrived at the metaphorical and physical, literal gate that I was going to have to walk through that threshold. Man, narrow's the gate. Narrow is the gate. Man, I knew that was the direction of my salvation, my redemption. I needed it. There was no turning around for me. Somebody asked me recently, man, how many people get to the gate and turn around? Shoot, it's a pretty good question. It's a pretty good question. I'd be curious to know that too, because there's very few moments in life where you get to be that deliberate and you have two very clear roads diverging in a yellow wood, as Robert Frost would say. You're either going through it or you're turning around. On the other side of that gate is unknown, but guaranteed pain, guaranteed discomfort. That's all you know for sure. I was going to be rinsed when I walked through that gate. There was no turning around for me. It's kind of like buds, man. There was no quitting buds for me. I was there to do it. And just like that gate, I was there to be a legionnaire. There was no turning around. It was a moment where it was a culmination. Right? There's very few moments that life is that clear, that stark, that powerful, where you are those powerful walks, man. That was a powerful moment, walking through and standing in front of that gate. Walking into a foreign military and a foreign government, in a foreign language, in a foreign land, and just go bang on the door. It's kind of weird when you think about it, man. This day and age, where you just go show up, man. You know, if you go to a job interview, you're like, oh, it might work out. But guess what? You turn around, you're going back home. You're going into there. Who knows what you're going into? You know, there's some crazy stories and some wild tales of the Legion, the hazing, and who knows, right? It's very mysterious. That's why it's a lot of, it's an interesting concept. Fascinating, really. This day and age where you just show up with a bag and your passport and give up and get a fake name, go into this institution, and to do it, you have to bang on the door. And some guy, like Wizard of Oz, slides the door, and lets you in. Maybe. Right? It was a powerful moment. And to put you in that psychological space I was in, because really that's the most important. What do we take from those lessons? Wow. I think back to that moment and I think of, man, it was that gift of desperation. If you're blessed with that gift of desperation in your life, use it. Use that pain, use that chaos, use that lack of clarity to drive you forward. Use it like diesel. Drive you forward in the direction that you've chosen. But you know what it requires? Picking a direction. You've got to go forward. If you have all that chaos, inner turmoil, storm, and it's just stagnating and you're stagnant, not moving, and it'll just fester you from the inside out. You got to move to clear some of that energy. You got to move to start burning off some of that karmic debt. I knew I had karmic debt to burn off, and through that gate was part of the requirement. Listen to that voice. Listen to that authentic voice that guides you, that's saying, go through that gate. Push into that discomfort. Push into that mystery. Push into that unknown fray. Fear, man, fear's the devil. Man, fear's that evil energy, man, that's trying to pull you down into destruction. It's fear. Fear is some pussy ass shit. Slaves of fear in this world, man. Can't make a call, can't commit to shit, can't commit to having any type of moral compass, can't commit to fucking sticking to a workout even, man. Can't commit to waking up on fucking time. God damn, man. It's all fear, man. It's fear. It's where it's rooted. That's the common denominator. It's, man, I'm worried I won't even be able to do it, so I ain't even gonna fucking try. Don't be that guy, man. Be decisive about your life. Deliberate. That's love. That's love for yourself. That's love for your people. Man, fear, man, that ain't love. You say you love your family, but won't fucking strive to be better. Won't try and step across the gap of something you're scared of. Man, reach out, get some information from somebody you respect. That you respect their mindset. It helps to push you over that gap of fear. And it's that positive peer pressure. Man, we need momentum. There's no such thing as a self-made man. It doesn't exist. This is a community. This is a tribe. We push each other. We pull each other. We pick each other up. It's what we do here on this TCAV TV. That's what this is about. Ain't no time for fear and hate. This is positive progress, positive peer pressure, man. Do better. You fucking need to. If you got that voice that's telling you to walk through that gate, man, you got a gate in your life. You don't have to be no Foreign Legion gate. There's plenty of gates. And I'll tell you what, it's that narrow one you got to go through, man. That wide one leads to the path of destruction. It's that hard road, man. That path to paradise is uphill. And guess what? That path, you get to it by a narrow gate. Be smart. Out here.